First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And incomplete to open things up.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Value three. What?
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
Nice running throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Off play action. Here's Goff. The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. That's a quick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. Very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Only able to gain a couple there. And second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
We're good. We're good. Got it. Yeah, we're slow. 120.
To throw is Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw him there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill Kim. 120.
Here's Goff. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return from the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were thinking a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one good for 24 yards.
Complete to Abuka. 24-yard gain on the play.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Buccaneers first down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will bring